Welcome back to another intriguing update from the royal front. We've got some spicy insights from palace insiders, as reported by National Enquirer magazine, about the escalating tensions between the royals and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. It seems King Charles and Prince William are pulling out all the stops in their clash with the couple, often referred to as the monarchy's renegades. The late Queen Elizabeth's inner circle is also getting involved. According to these sources, the royals are keen to highlight how Meghan's Hollywood dreams and her approach to royal life have been a divisive force, even suggesting her actions added stress to the Queen's final days. A particularly vocal critic from the Queen's circle, Lady Glenn Connor, didn't hold back her thoughts. She expressed disbelief at Meghan's expectations of royal life, comparing it to a glamorous Hollywood role rather than the demanding and often monotonous reality of royal duties. Lady Anne's blunt assessment? It's tough work, not a soap opera. But it's not just Lady Anne who's speaking out. She shared an intriguing anecdote about a conversation with former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry during the King's coronation in May. When she asked Kerry about America's view on Harry and Meghan, he reportedly said, "We all feel very, very sorry for Harry," leaving it at that. This latest wave of criticism, including from someone who witnessed Queen Elizabeth's coronation in 1953 and served as a lady-in-waiting to Princess Margaret, aligns with a growing narrative from the palace. The royals seem determined to reshape public perception of Harry and Meghan, using every tool and ally at their disposal. It's a saga that continues to captivate and divide public opinion. Diving deeper into the royal drama, we've got some insider updates on how the palace is strategizing against Meghan and Harry. While King Charles, Prince William, and Princess Kate are keeping a composed front in the public eye, behind the scenes, it's a different story. A palace staffer revealed that there's a concerted effort to tighten the grip on the so-called rebel duo. Adding to this, a friend of Her Majesty openly criticized Meghan, suggesting that Harry is somewhat under her influence, dealing yet another hit to the Sussexes' aspirations in Hollywood. But that's not all. Charles and William are reportedly consulting with experts in psychological operations to counter Meghan and Harry's claims, which have included accusations of cruelty, racism, and even violence within the royal family. A palace insider shared a rather intriguing strategy. "I'm told they were advised to exploit Harry's self-admitted paranoia and Meghan's hunger for the spotlight." Despite these allegations, the royal family maintains a stoic public stance, avoiding any direct response to the Sussexes' actions or statements. Interestingly, it seems that these covert efforts are paying off. Public support is tilting back towards the royal family, indicating a miscalculation on Harry and Meghan's part. Their dream of conquering America and gaining global admiration, especially after their explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey, seems to be faltering. Critics are pointing out the Sussexes' apparent lack of awareness, especially during a pandemic when many are struggling. Their complaints about personal financial challenges and life in their luxurious residence have not resonated well with the public. Observers are also noting inconsistencies in their narratives, questioning their ability to gauge public sentiment. This ongoing saga continues to reveal the complexities and challenges of royal life, both in and out of the spotlight. In the latest chapter of the royal saga, there's no shortage of opinions about Meghan and Harry's recent actions. Their wedding before the wedding incident, for instance, has been criticized for its lack of subtlety, described by some as transparent as a freshly cleaned window. Their demeanor, often seen as self-assured, has been a mix of amusement and discomfort for onlookers. The couple's attempts at humanitarian work and their role in the fashion and business worlds have also come under scrutiny. Critics suggest they might be better off embracing their unique position in the public eye, perhaps with more candid interviews or public therapy sessions, which seem to align more with their current public persona. Regarding support for their endeavors, there's speculation about Meghan's past and future intentions. Some believe she's always been on the lookout for influential partnerships and that Harry was merely a step in this journey. There's talk about her potentially leveraging her royal connections for personal gain, but her apparent focus on settling scores with the royal family might have hindered her prospects. As for writing memoirs, while there's no concrete evidence of Meghan planning one soon, some anticipate she could produce several over her lifetime. Critics doubt the appeal of such a memoir, suggesting it might not be as captivating as one might expect. On the other hand, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, seems unbothered by these developments, at least publicly. The ongoing drama surrounding Meghan and Harry has, in some views, only increased the public's affection for William and Catherine. The conversation about a potential memoir by Meghan continues, with sarcastic suggestions about its possible content, ranging from her children's lives to details about their Montecito home. These discussions reflect the continuous public interest and speculations surrounding the Sussexes' life and choices. Let's dive into some of the latest royal buzz. There's talk about Meghan potentially writing a memoir, and opinions are swirling about what that could entail. Some are even joking about a section dedicated to cleaning the 16 bathrooms in their Montecito mansion, with Harry possibly playing a role in the narrative. The timing of such a memoir's release is considered crucial, with concerns that global events might overshadow it. Critics are skeptical about the success of a book by Meghan, suggesting it might only serve as a study in certain psychological behaviors rather than as a compelling read. They argue that her grasp on truth seems tenuous, claiming her life is built around fantastical delusions. Meanwhile, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, seems unfazed by all this. Her attitude? Bring it on. Meghan's actions are viewed by some as a demonstration of narcissism, inadvertently casting a positive light on the monarchy and boosting the popularity of William and Catherine. The general sentiment is that Meghan's efforts to reveal the royal family's alleged secrets have backfired, exposing her flaws instead. Despite the criticism, Meghan is acknowledged for providing entertainment, albeit unintentionally. There's a belief that she'll continue to seek media attention, despite growing public disinterest. As for the royal family and Meghan's own family, the advice seems to be to keep their distance. Meghan and Harry's current status is seen as disconnected from the royal family, emphasizing that their statements should not be conflated with the family's official stance. The overarching view is that the more Meghan tries to stay relevant, the more she risks becoming irrelevant and pitted. This ongoing narrative continues to capture public interest, with each new development or statement adding another layer to the complex dynamics of royal life and public perception. Wrapping up our royal discussion, let's delve into the latest perceptions about Meghan. There's a growing belief that her actions might be detrimental to her own brand, which she's reportedly concerned about protecting. Observers suggest that as time progresses, her behavior becomes increasingly erratic, leading some to question her mental well-being. Critics are pointing out a noticeable change in her appearance as well, drawing comparisons to Tammy Faye Baker's distinct makeup style. This transformation in her look is raising questions about her future moves and the direction she's heading. Now, turning the conversation over to you, what are your thoughts on all of this? Your opinions and perspectives are invaluable in this ongoing dialogue about the royal family and their intriguing dynamics. Feel free to share your views, and let's keep the conversation going. As always, it's fascinating to hear from different viewpoints on these unfolding stories. Let's continue to observe how this saga evolves.